Australia is one of the world's most stable and successful democracies, built on principles of fair elections, rule of law, and government accountability. It operates as a constitutional monarchy, meaning it has a written constitution since 1901, while still recognizing the British monarch as its head of state. The country follows a parliamentary system where elected representatives govern on behalf of the people. At the heart of Australian democracy are free and fair elections, compulsory voting, and the separation of powers between the Parliament, the executive, and the judiciary. The federal system divides power between the national government and the states and territories, each with its own responsibilities. Over the years, Australia has made significant strides in expanding voting rights, improving Indigenous representation, and strengthening democratic institutions. However, challenges such as political reform and constitutional change continue to shape the nation's democratic landscape. The following key facts provide a deeper look at how Australian democracy functions and what makes it unique. Type of government. Constitutional monarchy. Australia has a written constitution, 1901, and a monarch, currently King Charles III. Parliamentary democracy. Citizens elect representatives to make laws on their behalf. Governor-General represents the King in Australia and performs ceremonial and constitutional duties. Separation of powers. The Australian government is divided into three branches. Legislative Parliament makes laws. House of Representatives, lower house, 151 members elected by voters. Senate, upper house, 76 members representing states and territories. Executive government enforces laws, led by the Prime Minister and Cabinet ministers responsible for different government areas. The Governor-General acts as the head of state but follows the PM's advice. Judiciary, courts, interprets laws. The High Court of Australia ensures laws align with the Constitution. Other federal and state courts handle legal matters. Voting system. Compulsory voting. All citizens 18+ must vote, or they face fines. Secret ballot ensures privacy in elections. Preferential voting. Voters rank candidates instead of just picking one. Proportional representation. For the Senate, candidates must reach a quota of votes to win a seat. Parliament structure. House of Representatives, lower house. Represents electorates, one member per area. The party with the majority of seats forms government. Senate, upper house. Ensures states have equal representation, 12 senators per state, 2 per territory. Reviews and amends bills passed by the House. Elections and political parties. Held every 3 years for the House of Representatives. Senators serve 6-year terms, with half the Senate up for election every 3 years. Major political parties. Australian Labor Party, ALP, traditionally centre-left, supports social programs. Liberal Party of Australia, centre-right, promotes free markets. The Nationals focuses on rural communities. The Greens, advocates for climate action and social justice. Independents and minor parties play a growing role in Australian politics. Rights and freedoms. Unlike the US, Australia doesn't have a Bill of Rights, but freedoms are protected through laws and court decisions. Examples. Freedom of speech, protected by legal principles but not absolute, e.g. defamation laws. Religious freedom, no official state religion. Right to protest, allowed, but must follow public order laws. Indigenous representation. Indigenous Australians, First Nations peoples, were not counted in the population until 1967, when a referendum allowed them full citizenship rights. The 2023 Voice to Parliament referendum proposed an advisory body for Indigenous Australians, but was rejected by 60% of voters. Indigenous MPs are now part of Parliament, but challenges in representation and social equity remain. The role of the Governor-General, appointed by the King on the advice of the Prime Minister. Powers include signing bills into law, appointing ministers and judges, dismissing the Prime Minister, as happened in 1975 when Governor-General John Kerr dismissed PM Gough Whitlam, referendums and constitutional changes. The Australian Constitution, 1901, can only be changed by a referendum. A referendum must get a double majority, a majority of all Australian voters, a majority in at least 4 of the 6 states. Only 8 out of 44 referendums have passed since 1901. State and territory governments. Australia has 6 states and 2 territories. States, Nisarvik, QLD, WA, SA, TES, have their own parliaments and governors. Territories, ACT, NT, have legislatures but less power than states. Federal government handles national issues, e.g. defence, foreign affairs. States handle health, education, transport and policing. Bonus facts. Australia was the second country to allow women to vote, after New Zealand, 1893. Parliament House in Canberra was built in 1988 and cost $1.1 billion. The Australian PM is not directly elected. They are chosen by their party. The oldest constitutionally established democracy in the world is the UK, but Australia follows a Westminster system based on it. Conclusion on Australian democracy. Australia's democracy is built on a strong constitutional framework, ensuring that power is balanced, accountable, and representative of the people. With a compulsory voting system, a parliamentary structure, and a commitment to individual rights, it remains one of the most stable and effective democracies in the world. While it has evolved significantly, expanding voting rights, strengthening Indigenous representation, and adapting to modern challenges, Australia's democracy continues to face ongoing debates about constitutional reform, political transparency, and representation. As history shows, democracy is not static. It grows and adapts with the people who participate in it. Australia's future as a democracy will depend on continued engagement, informed voting, and public debate to ensure it remains fair, inclusive, and resilient for generations to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome facts and content. Got a specific fact you'd love to learn more about? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.